it's an important issue, but here's the simple fact of the matter is, you know, look, I grew up, I worked as a midnight janitor on a beer truck. We're in this beautiful, fancy New York studio. I spend most of my time in Middle America, and when I'm in Middle America talking to working class and middle class Americans, what they care about is their economic future, their kids' well-being in a world growing more global, and the stuff that you know we talk about in fancy studios in New York is just not resonating in Middle America.
I will dovetail this with your book, Industries of the Future.
Yes.
Hillary has criticized the gig economy and has criticized the very companies that are the most innovative.
No, what she said is it draws out important questions about the future of labor. And let me explain what that means and tie that to my book. So hold on. So what that means, for example, is in a world without things like workers' compensation insurance, parental leave, and other such things, protections that are historically employer-based will now the burden will fall on government. So the question is...
Or the burden should fall on government?
I don't know. See, this is the question that needs to be raised. I don't think it should fall on government. So I think that oftentimes that what we need to do...
to Hillary Clinton.
But Alec, you're talking about economic issues, and you're defending, you know, you're saying when you speak to most people, all they really care about are their jobs and their economy and their financial lives. But their lives are worse off today after Hillary Clinton's leadership. Wages haven't moved in 7 years. The economy is stuck in the mud. Last week we saw a GDP showing growth of only 0.7%. Durable goods orders was down for, I think, 12 months in a row. It was down 5.1% last week, telling you that businesses are not investing in plant and equipment and in their businesses. So you're trying to make the case where, okay, the email stuff doesn't matter with Hillary Clinton. What really matters is her record on jobs. But I don't see the record.
Fascism versus socialism versus Hillary Clinton. I'll take the economic model of Hillary Clinton in that case.
Who's the fascist?
We're in trouble,
wait, who's the fascist?
We're in big trouble, folks.
I know who the socialist is, but who's the fascist?
Ted Cruz and Donald Trump.
He's accusing Donald Trump.
I got it.
You know, and I don't mean that as an insult. I actually mean it as a technical matter.
Actually, you do.
As a technical matter.
Okay, Hillary Care. Was that government run?
It wasn't run by anything because it didn't become law.
But what's her ideas? Her ideas are government's insertion into your lives, government insertion into business, government control by regulatory means of more business. You can't sit here and tell me of the future and she's not going to be involved
Alec,
in business.
to say that fascism isn't an insult, it's like saying, you're from West Virginia, bless your heart. Well, we all know what that means.
Well, and I mean it as a technical matter. Like, do I find fascism offensive? I absolutely positively do. And you know what? The leading candidates for the Republican nomination are fascists. That's fact. They are Mussolini-esque.
Listen, with all due respect, they're Americans. They just may not think like you do, but they're proud Americans. They have a different vision than you and Hillary Clinton and everyone else. That's the beauty of America without throwing names and demonizing and dividing. That's what you're doing.
No,
with all due respect, they're not fascists. No. They're Americans, and they believe very strongly in this country.
Well,
I know each and every one of the people running on both sides, and they're all good Americans. Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, O'Malley, everybody. And it's insulting to hear you call these people fascists.
You know what, Scott? In this country, we do get to decide what our political affiliations and stripes are.
And
a couple of them have chosen to go so far to the right that the most apt, accurate...
They're going left and right.
Hillary's going all the way to the left, right? Because of Bernie Sanders. Hillary's going all the way to the left because of Bernie Sanders.
Oh, I think that she is a you know, a socially liberal, pro-markets Democrat who is well suited to be our next president.
Alec, good to see you. Thanks so much. Sorry that you got into all of this defending Hillary Clinton. Alec Ross, the Industries for the Future, is the former senior advisor for innovation to Hillary Clinton. Back in a minute.